What's up, people? In this video, we're going to look at Russel Orhii. Oh, this guy's 24. Oh, finally. Some fucking sanity. Yeah, somebody told me to look at this guy. It's pretty jacked. Professional bodybuilder, looks like. Full body destruction. Okay. What I eat to stay strong. 31 minutes. Gatorade. What I eat to stay strong. I wonder if it has his like fucking like trend cycle in there. I got a big what? Naruto? Okay. Grocery haul to get stronger. Alright, this reasonable length. Just curious what his like popular videos are. Let's take a look. Boring, in my opinion. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Grocery haul to get strong. Telling y'all the truth. All right. Okay. Well, here we go. You guys have any other suggestions? Let me know. Leave me a comment.
Well, finished up breakfast or my pre-workout meal. Oh, this is a very unconventional breakfast. This is actually potato, chicken, and green peas. I usually have breakfast food for breakfast, obviously, but this was already prepped. I want to save time. I actually ended up going to sleep really late. So what I want to do is eat breakfast as fast as possible, get ready, go to the gym, work out, come back, grocery shop. By this time, I'd already be getting ready to go to the gym, but this is what we're working with, man. I just want to get something quick in my system, work out, and then, like I said, go to the grocery store. So the goal of eating that is that I want to, I guess, be a little bit more comfortable with hitting over 750 deadlifts today. Deadlift has been flying, and I feel like now whenever I go inside the gym, 585, which is 6 plates, and anything above that is relatively pretty light. And for me to feel a proper strain onto where it's going to be anything high from RP of 7, I need to get into that 675 pound range, which is 7 plates. And that meal was to further reassure the fact that I'm coming to do that. Joey did say that he wanted me to kind of like chill out a little bit, just because I've been like just balling out. I YOLO'd on deadlift, I YOLO'd on squat, and what we want to do is just make sure that we are in the pocket, and I'm not doing anything that's going to make myself susceptible to injury. I just want to be careful, be very chill. So we'll see how today feels. Like if the weight feels easy at 650 to 665 or 675, I'm just gonna be all right, man. Like it is what it is. It's just light, man. We're reaching new heights, and we gotta adapt to that. Once again, I'm not going to YOLO, but I am gonna challenge myself a little bit today. I think comfortably speaking, 675 might be today's single. Who knows? If not, I'm not tripping too much about it. 585, anywhere in that range might be it. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Then we're gonna head on to the grocery store, like I mentioned before. I really want to show you guys what I'm planning to do going forward. I'm not heavy.
All right. You know, like I have a new respect for these like professional. He's a power lifter, I guess. New respect for these guys. I thought he was a bodybuilder. He's a power lifter. New respect for these guys. Oh my god. After watching like all these fucking eating disorder girls, like, and then you see a guy like this who's disciplined. He wakes up. He eats the right food. He fucking trains hard. Like, so positive. Like such a good outlook on life. Like, it's kind of a shame that there's no girls that are like this. You know what I mean? Who would just like have this healthy attitude. Or maybe I'm just not reviewing their videos. It's possible. But what I wanted to talk about is how he's eating before he goes to the gym, right? And I talk about OMAD, right? If you do OMAD, right, your performance will suffer slightly in the gym, okay, as opposed to if you eat a meal before you go to the gym, okay? I don't think I've ever said that before. I like kind of tout OMAD as this like magical like cure-all thing that's like amazing in every way and blah blah blah. However, and I say this based on my own experience, right? During times, let's say, where I'll go and I'll work out on an empty stomach, I can train hard. You know, I know how to train, and I'll push myself and I'll do like what I think I need to do. But on days where I will have breakfast, I have even more energy in the gym. It's kind of insane. Like I can't quantify it exactly, but it's noticeable. So the reason why, and okay, to be fair, like while in my OMAD journey, right, I have basically experimented with eating breakfast and doing OMAD, right? So basically what I mean by that is like In my opinion, right, OMAD, and I actually I should have, maybe I'll make a video about this, but like, in my opinion, OMAD really just comes down to eating the bulk of your food at night. Okay, not necessarily all of your food and fasting throughout the day. I think that because what's the main goal for OMAD is to control your insulin levels. Okay, that's really the name of the game. And if you have, let's say, a small bowl of oatmeal in the morning, and when I say oatmeal, I'm saying like oats and water, like maybe with like a little bit of cinnamon and sugar, maybe, or like maybe a little bit of peanut butter. When you have that in the morning, that's very, very good like workout food, so that you have like a very good workout in the gym. And it also has the added benefit of not spiking your insulin. So basically what you're doing is you're kind of not cheating. It's like a loophole almost, where you're able to like eat, like eat a little bit to get the energy in the gym without spiking your insulin, right? It's kind of the best of both worlds. And then after that, you have like a small recovery meal. Okay, so like, you could just not eat anything until night. And I used to not do that. I used to have a small recovery meal. It's actually what I used to do. And I would be, oatmeal and eggs. Let's say I'd have like 2 eggs with more oatmeal, right? And that's also very good because that's going to give you like a little bit of protein, a little bit of fat, a little bit more carbs, like replenish your glycogen stores. And it'll give you like energy throughout the day without spiking your insulin, right? So like that's also a very good thing. Plus it's also easier, like let's say you want to put on a little bit of muscle, that's a little bit easier to put on muscle when you do that. You have like a couple small meals, however timed properly. And if you have a super hard workout and you're training very hard and you fucking bust your gut in the gym or wherever you train, you are allowed, in my opinion, to have more small meals throughout the day as long as your insulin is kept low. Now, if you notice what he ate, it's basically potatoes, like peas it looks like, and a chicken breast. I would recommend, if you're going to do what I just said, I would recommend stay away from chicken breast because it's not quite so easily digested as eggs are. And I personally prefer oatmeal to potatoes for the same reason. Potatoes are also very good. They're very filling. But generally, like in my experience, potatoes are prepared with oil. And I try to stay away from oil during the day because in my experience, it just makes me like a little too heavy. I might actually make a full video on this now that I think about it. I'll do like an hour-long video where I talk about like different options of doing OMAD as an athlete. But anyway, I just kind of want to address that because I always talk about how OMAD is eating 1 meal a day and don't eat during the day, which for most people who are just starting out, I think that's fine. I think that's preferable. But when you have a little bit more experience and you learn how your body like reacts to this sort of thing, I think that I think it's okay to kind of play with it a little bit.
Heavier than I normally am. I just want to chill around 192. That's basically it. Just want to start cooking my meals. I've been eating out a lot. Like, if I told you guys the bill that I have when it comes to food, like it's ridiculous because I eat out for basically every single meal and it's getting really trash. I want to go inside the grocery store, shop, get everything I need, and literally cook all my meals for the next month and give you guys recipes that I like, recipes that I've seen on social media and stuff like that, and show you guys healthier options that you guys can have at your disposal, rather than just kind of like being very serious about my nutrition on here. Because I'm gonna be honest, man, if I'm keeping it a buck, I eat out for 90% of my meals. Like I don't use myself at all, and I ain't changed that. I've been wilding, and the bill has been crazy. The bill to eat out like for 90% of your meals is ridiculous. So I want to change that, save money, start eating better, look a little bit better, maybe drop maybe 2 to 3 pounds, and keep moving. Next time I see you guys, I'll be at the gym. All right, it's about to do it. I don't even know what I just said. About to do it. Sorry, it's really hard to talk whenever you have like music playing through your headphones. Like I end up saying the wrong thing. But anyways, deadlift, you already know there's nothing on the bar right now. We're gonna go ahead and work up to that top single. So I was thinking it was supposed to be like maybe like I'm gonna say 675. But once again, we gotta see how we feel. I have to see if I'm feeling good. Warm up really quick, and I'm gonna get back to y'all and start warming up for the actual deadlift. And when I said warm up earlier, I mean like running around the gym. You wouldn't know because I don't show on camera.
My money never fall back. The doors, but I don't really care. Justin Timberlake, give me the back. Come on.
Hopefully I'm in the frame. I feel like that was it. Hopefully I'm in the frame. Anyways, we worked up to have a single for today's workout. Now I got to around 635 and I just didn't feel it. It felt weird. Like I was like, damn, this is still moving back. So I was like, go ahead, bump it up over 700. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I know Joey told me a couple days ago, I was like, yo, you want to use it up on deadlift this week? Probably go over, I think he said 675 or 700, but it's just like, it just feels so much like air. I can't help the fact that I'm like, damn, I really got to load it up to feel it. So I think the 715 should move all right. It should move at RPM 8. Like I said, man, deadlift has been feeling great the last couple of weeks, and I know myself say, let's get 72 out of the way and then get down to the back off one.
Touchscreen on my calls, bitches want to test me what I call millions. Coming soon, this test out. Should I make back out?
Yeah. All right, I want to sit back and talk to you guys about what went wrong during that 715-pound deadlift attempt. Now, I did fail the lift because if that was in the competition, I would have failed it. But in just looking at it in training, I had the strength to pull it. It was there. It was easy. The weight wasn't hard. It was just that I lost grip when I got to the top. Going back and thinking about the actual lift, I've spent too much time trying to dig my palms into the bar and grip the bar with my whole hand. Now, that's the mistake that I rarely make. And I guess it was just the fact that it was 715 pounds and I wanted to make sure that it was a clean lift, that I was like, all right, I'm going to get my whole hand on the bar when that's not even how I deadlift. If you guys didn't know, and I've discussed it many times on my channel, I actually grip the bar with my fingertips. You can actually see it in this clip right now. As you can see, the bar is not even in my hand. It's actually on the bottom part of my finger. That last little line that's on your fingers, that's where the bar is on my hand. I never have any calluses on my actual palm because that's not where I hold the bar. I'm a fingertip deadlift guy, and that allows me to decrease the range of motion. So if you go back and look at that 707, if you go back at that 715-pound deadlift, you can see that the bar started rolling, and the bar rolled from my palm all the way to my fingertips, and it rolled out of my hand as I tried to lock out. So I was trying to pull up. As I was trying to pull up, the bar was sliding down, and I think that's what caused me to fail the 715-pound deadlift. It wasn't about strength, it was just about technique. So I hope you guys are doing the rest of this video.
That's very interesting. Yeah, this guy reminds me of like when I would do powerlifting. I didn't fucking pull anything near what this guy's doing. He's honestly doing like fucking like almost twice as much weight as I did. It's kind of embarrassing. But powerlifting is fun. Like when I was watching him doing it, it's like it reminded me of when I used to do it. It's fun. You do like you do really low reps in your sets, and you just throw on like a ton of weight. You like pace around the gym for like 3 minutes, and then you see how he was like hyping himself up for doing the rep. Like I remember, like you do that too. Like I don't know, I used to jump up and down to like get my adrenaline going. Interesting what he said about gripping the weight with your fingers. Where's the grocery haul, dog? Like this is fucking clickbait. I feel misled. I mean, this is somewhat entertaining, I guess, but like yeah, I don't know. Also, no shoes, or are these? This is no shoes, right? He's wearing socks only, or is this like some sort of shoe? But anyway, you'll see a lot of like, I think these are socks, weird socks, whatever. I don't know. Basically, I think Arnold made this popular in the 70s. He used to do squats barefoot, right? He made like the whole barefoot squat thing like popular, I guess. And that caught on apparently, and now you see a lot of people like deadlifting or whatever with no shoes on. It's supposed to be like, it's a little harder because you don't have the support of a shoe to like help kind of plant you in the ground. You have to use like more of your foot muscle or something, I guess. But overall, like it'll make your lift stronger. And that was interesting. I thought what he said about the grip, how like you're not supposed to hold it in your hand. You're supposed to like use your fingertips. I've always held it in my hand, but then again, I've never fucking lifted fucking 715 pounds. Like I don't that like I could not budge that like at all. Like even like racking those weights would be hard. Anyway, good for this guy. I wonder how much he weighs.
My fingertips and it rolled out of my hand as I tried to walk out. So I was trying to pull up. As I was trying to pull up, the bar was sliding down, and I think that's what caused me to fail the 715-pound deadlift. It wasn't about strength, it was just about technique. So I hope you guys are doing the rest of this video.
2 hours later.
Your boy just got back from the grocery store, and I ended up spending $106 on everything that you guys are about to see right here. I know, I'm balling. It's a lot of money. But I'm gonna run through everything that I got just so you guys get a better idea of what I'm gonna be eating on a consistent basis going forward. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I've literally been eating out for every single meal for the past like month or so, and that needs to stop. That needs to stop. I've been wilding. I know. I need to chill out. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through everything, and it's a lot of the same stuff that you guys have been seeing for a very long time on my YouTube channel. I'm a very simplistic person, and I don't really like to mix it up too much. But I know that going forward, I'm gonna be doing that with different recipes and showing you guys what I like to eat and different ways to kind of count your macros, make sure that you're staying on track and making these gains. That's the most important thing. One of the staples in my diet is egg whites. These are literally just protein. Now this is something a little bit different that I'm gonna be introducing into my diet just because I love pasta, and I noticed that I actually don't make pasta a lot. And here we are. We got some panini pasta. We're good. We got some panini, panini, whatever. We got some pasta right here. I'm gonna be making pasta tonight. Actually, I'm gonna be making ground turkey, pasta, with garlic bread. Great source of carbs, right? I literally only drink Gatorade when I make some of my pre-workout because once again, it does have 20 grams of carbs. And that's kind of like extra boost along with 300 milligrams caffeine that I get with my BPN pre-workout. It's not necessarily my favorite flavor, but whenever I mix it together with the blue raspberry from BPN, the flight pre-workout from BPN, it tastes really good. Okay, got the garlic bread. This obviously goes with the pasta that I'm gonna be making tonight. Mushrooms for the micros. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of vitamin D. Pause. This is the Smart Balanced Butter right here. I put this on top of my raisin cinnamon swirl bread. Now these are some potatoes. These are personally my favorite type of potatoes. I buy them frozen because I eat them off and on. And I don't want to buy actual potatoes and have them rot inside of my cabinet. So I like to get the frozen ones. I can always store it back in the freezer whenever I got a freezer. Got 2 of those. Got some pasta sauce. Now I don't know if you guys have HEB in your area, but I use the HEB tomato Alfredo pasta. Tastes amazing. Got some coconut cooking spray, some Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. This is clutch because this is what I use on my ground turkey rice and veggie combination. And topping off that dish with this is key. I wouldn't eat that dish without that sauce. It wouldn't make sense. Also, there's some sweet red chili sauce I want to try today. I think it's gonna taste good. I want to put this on top and see if it might even taste better than that. Also got the clutch Tony Chacheros. Shout out to all my Spanish homies. I can't pronounce that. But anyways, this is the Creole seasoning. This is what I use to season my ground turkey. Now we have the basmati rice. This is my favorite rice. It's between this and the jasmine rice. So we got the Uncle Ben's. Shout out to Uncle Ben. We got Uncle Ben's basmati rice right here. This, I buy a lot of these. There's like 7 of these inside the bag right here that I'm looking at. Got some mixed veg.
I'm not impressed. Sorry. Like, he's so nice and like personable and charming, and he fucking like actually works out and has like a good work ethic. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Maybe at this point I'm just like a super snob. But I don't think I've seen one thing here that I like. Penne pasta, egg whites in like a carton, and I guess like I think with the egg whites, I think that's like unprocessed, because you can't like so normally when food is processed they heat it up, right? They like cook it at super high temperatures to kill like any bacteria. But I think with egg whites you can't do that, because if you fucking heat up the egg whites, you'll cook the egg whites, and those are obviously raw. So I guess that's like, if it's actual egg whites, like they break open the egg and put it in the fucking carton, that's okay, I guess. Personally, I think it's a mistake to eat the egg white without the yolk, because like all the good shit is in the yolk, and like he said, it's mainly just protein, right? It's pure protein. What else did he get? Like all the sauces and barbecue sauce, that's fine. It's not like a big deal. What did he get? Like frozen, were those frozen potatoes or frozen like something? What was that even? I don't remember. Uncle Ben's like rice in a bag. Seasoning is fine. Barbecue sauce fine. Barbecue sauce. Spray oil in a can. Like what's wrong with like buying oil? Like it's too much work to like get a spoon and like put the spoon in the oil and like put it in the pan. Like that extra like 2 seconds is gonna kill you. Yeah, what is this? This is like potatoes, I think. Caloric.
Get the frozen ones. I can always store it back in the get them off and on. I don't want to buy actual potatoes and have them rot inside of my.
Yeah, potatoes. Doesn't want to buy potatoes so they rot. Like dog takes a long time for potatoes to rot. It means he doesn't want. Okay, so he eats out for every meal. I guess that's it. Like he doesn't actually cook. Garlic bread, Gatorade. Yeah, no offense, dog, but like, what are these food choices here? So anyway, when I was watching this, I was like, I want to like, okay, so I'm watching this, I'm like tempted. I'm like, fuck, like if I was like, let's say I actually like tried to be a fitness YouTuber, and I was like, okay guys, I'm gonna show you my grocery haul. I got a bunch of eggs, a bunch of meat, and that's it, 'cause that's all I eat. It'd be so boring. Like, what am I gonna do, right? And then another challenge with being a fitness YouTuber is that you have to essentially stay in like peak physical condition all year round, which is not easy. It's not it's very hard to do that, just because like you want to live like your normal life, and you're not always gonna be fucking like super jacked all the time, right? If you're a guy like and he's a professional athlete, so I think he might be on something like deadlifting like 700 pounds. It's like, okay, is that possible natural? Yes, I guess. At 24, with this body type, eating this food, maybe, but like, is it likely he's on something? Probably, but like, that's, who cares? But the point is that like then I have to do that, right? To like fucking achieve the look, you know what I mean? I guess I could try and do it naturally. It's just so much harder. So yeah, it's like I want to do this on the one hand, but unfortunately on YouTube there's the whole element of like you give advice and then people are naturally going to look at you and see what you look like and then decide whether or not they want to take your advice based on how you look, right? So that's a hurdle you have to overcome. So, like, am I ready to do that? I don't know. After watching this, I kind of want to. And also another problem is like I'm not a power lifter, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not like I don't have like a specific thing that I do where I'm like that's like my like workout type or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, what would I just do random shit all the time? That's like, I guess. Just like be in shape, like super good shape like all year. It's very hard. Anyway, whatever.
Clutch, Tony, chop, this is what 7 of these inside the bag. I got cops. You guys see what I'm trying to say right here. Can't even pronounce that. Here we got the protein, we got chicken. Now HEB, once again, if you don't have HEB in your area, I feel sorry for you. It's a great grocery store. But HEB sells these basically pre-made chicken breasts. All I have to do is just throw them on the stove and let them cook. They're already marinated and they taste amazing. So I usually get the cilantro lime. If you have HEB in your area, it should be in the meat section, obviously. They come in these packets. I like the cilantro lime. There's teriyaki. There's also lemon herb. There's a lot of different flavors, but personally I like the cilantro lime. It reminds me of Chipotle chicken. It tastes just like that. Then we got the clutch of. Then we got the clutches of all clutchness right here. The ground turkey, 93% lean, 7 fat, all natural. This is what I use for basically everything. Like this is amazing. I love this. I eat it all the time. Just great macros. Also got some fat-free mozzarella cheese. This is amazing. This thing has no fat. It has protein, and it kind of tastes just like normal cheese, and it's great. Raisin cinnamon swirl bread. This is mostly used for breakfast. Sometimes if I want a quick breakfast, I just throw this in the toaster and eat it with some egg whites and diced bell peppers. This is what I used to. You know what I'm saying? I throw it with the eggs, but. As I'm looking, that's pretty much it. I really want to get back on track with making my meals and making sure that I'm staying on track and maybe lose 2 to 3 pounds because your boy's getting a little bit too fluffy. You know what I'm saying? Like the weight is under control, but I want to look like extra good. Like I want to take off my shirt. Everyone's be like, God damn, Russell, like, what you doing over there? You know what I'm saying? So this is everything. This is everything that we got. So.
Oh my God, that's $106 or whatever he said. That's not a lot of food for that much money. Yeah, I mean, like it's not. Whatever, I'm just nitpicking here. I don't like ground turkey. I don't like ground meat in general. I think it's just lower quality. I'd rather get like the actual meat because like who knows what they grind this shit up with. Plus the only times that I've ever gotten sick from eating meat, like undercooked meat, has been when it's ground. It was ground beef specifically. So like, I don't know why. It was at a restaurant in Israel for some reason. I was like, all right, so in Israel when I was in the army, we had a restaurant near. I lived on a kibbutz for a few years, which is like this, like it's like a kind of like think of it like a gated community, like a gated like socialist community, kind of not like for rich people, just like a closed community. It's like old school shit that like everybody used to like help out and fucking like farm the land together, whatever. Now they're just like kind of gated communities, but like not for rich people. Anyway, there was a restaurant like 5 minutes away. It was called Macaroni and Grill. And we would go there. Like I lived on my kibbutz with like 25, 30 other people who were in the army, like in my program that I did. Long story, whatever. And if any of us were like, so the way it works in the army is that like occasionally they will let you go home on the weekends, right? Basically like Friday morning, sometimes Friday, sometimes Thursday. But basically let's say Friday morning is the most common. They kind of like, they let you out and you take the bus like back to where you live. And then on Sunday, sometimes Sunday morning, I think it was. Yeah, Sunday morning, you have to go back, right? Yeah. What do they call it? Yom Aleph Shvizut. It's like basically like the depression of like Sunday's depression or something, which is like whatever. It's like a whole fucking long story at this point, but basically, Shvizut Yom Aleph. So Yom Aleph is like the first day of the week, like Sunday. The first day of the week is Sunday over there, and Shvizut means like Shavur Zayin. It's like a abbreviation, like means like broken penis, right? The translation is like, or the meaning is that like it means depression basically, but that's just how it's like literal translated. Anyway, so the point is that we would be able to go home on Friday and we'd have essentially like 48 hours until we had to go back. So anyway, this one weekend we went to the Macaroni and Grill place, and what we'd always get there is a fucking like half-pound beef burger. It's just like a treat because like when I was in the army, we didn't get a lot of meat. Now, of course, they get a lot of meat because like every generation just gets easier and easier in any army, really. But we didn't get a lot of meat, so like we would go and we'd kind of like treat ourselves to like a giant hamburger before we would go back. and probably not have any access to meat for like a week. We'd have like eggs and stuff, whatever. So anyway, this one time I went and I always got my burgers rare just because I thought like I just like the taste better. So anyway, I got it rare this one time and I ate it and I felt so ill. I was like, oh God, I don't feel good. This was Saturday night, and sometimes you have to go back to the Army on Saturday night, right? It's like how they do it. So on the Saturday night, we had to go back on Saturday because we were supposed to drive out to this like random ass location like in the wilderness somewhere to do this like company-wide exercise. So I go back and like I start to feel like a little bit ill on the bus, and then as we're like driving out to the exercise, I literally like leaned out the window and like threw up out the window like repeatedly. Yeah, it was bad. Anyway, so yeah, that was from ground beef. So ever since then, it's like try to stay away from ground beef. Anyway, yeah, I mean, not the best. Like, yeah, not the best really. Like I think he's running something to be able to like, and it's not bad. I guess most of this is like actual food, but it's like this is like food. It's like bachelor food, like bachelor bodybuilder food actually. Anyway, yeah.
There we go. So I'm gonna be tuning out to today's video. So I'm gonna be heading out. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video and got a better idea of what your boy eats and what I buy whenever I grocery shop. So if you guys like today's video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Goodbye today. I'm out.
I like it. I like him. It's like he's very likable. I wonder like what do you have to do to like be a famous fitness YouTuber, right? You have to be like obviously good looking, obviously like in really good shape. And I think also a big part of it is just being like very positive. Gotta like put on the whole like, all right guys, today I'm gonna show you what we do grocery shopping. I'm gonna do some deadlifts, like just like very upbeat and like very positive about it, right? And also like being really fit and fucking, I guess being good at your sport or whatever it is, but not even really. It's really just like being upbeat and being good looking and being fit is like what it takes to do that. Maybe I should try it. I should get back into that. It's just I don't know. It's not natural for me to like be like, I don't want to say fake, but like I'm not saying he's fake, but like just like so outgoing if there's nothing like clearly for me to gain. Like when I was selling hair straighteners, I was super outgoing. Like you wouldn't recognize me. But yeah, to like do it by yourself in front of the camera for a video is a little awkward. I'll probably get over it. Anyway, Russel Orhii, cool guy. Thank you for telling me to watch this guy. Got any more? Let me know. Peace.